We were talking about the Raiders. What, like, what's your excitement level right now? As an alum, you always seem to, I don't know if it's just the losing or you seem to keep, yeah, it wears on you, okay. And I wonder, other than the Super Bowl run with Gruden when they lost the Bucs and everything, is this a time period where you're most excited about the Raiders because of Max, because of AP, because of some of they seem like a throwback team under Antonio. And I wonder if you get excited getting ready to watch them this season.
I told Antonio when I came out there for the Super Bowl, I hugged him. I said, I'm so freaking excited. I'm jumping out of my skin. I wish I was 28 and, could go back and, press the go back button and be a part of this because it's, it's a renaissance in my mind. And there's a couple of reasons why. One is I think they made a mistake a few years ago, and they had the special teams coach take over as head coach, and I think he captured the heart of the locker room and had created kind of a culture. And when that guy gets up in front of the room on Monday, people either believe it or not. You know that. I mean, any room you've been in, that guy has to be authentic. And Antonio is a guy that grew up right around the Coliseum, and knew the Raiders, was a fan of the Raiders growing up. He understood the history. And I said this to Max the other day when I spoke to Max. I said, history's great, and it's great to, appreciate that and respect that and honor that. But it's time to make, for this team and this group, to make their own history. And I said to Max, I said, the thing that's so impressive about what he's done there is when I got in that building, Al Davis, Ron Wolf, Tom Flores, all Hall of Fame, Jim Plunkett, Art Shell, Gene Upshaw, Freddie Biletnikoff is around all the time, Jim Otto's around all the time, Cliff Branch, Ted Hendricks, Lester Hayes, Mike Haynes. It goes on and on and on. They'd won a Super Bowl 2 years earlier than that. So the culture and identity of who the team was already established. This team's been kind of, a wandering ship, both from a location standpoint, going from Oakland to LA, then back to Oakland, and then to Vegas, and I think now with the facility in Vegas and the stadium in Vegas, that I think is awesome. Both facilities are amazing. It was difficult for Max to go in there in a place that had lost its identity and lost its culture and create that. And I think that's an impressive thing for both Antonio, and I'm excited about the defense. I'm not sure, O'Connell is a guy that showed some flashes, and I think they're going to give him every opportunity to be the guy. But I think Minshew is a gamer. He's not a guy that I think impresses you on Wednesday and Thursday. But for whatever reason, whether it's Jacksonville or when he was stopped in Philly and with the Colts, and I think his last two stops, both in Philly and the Colts, I think he gained a great deal from both of those stops. Personally, I think, scheme, system, coaching, all that. And I think if he gets the opportunity, he might not relinquish it.